up. Okay. Okay. So, some of the key things that we went over last time were the fundamentals. The knowledge of your character and what's safe and what's not, stage control, ledge trapping, the rock, paper, scissors, hey, kill mode.
Ready?
Okay. Let's type this out a little bit. This is a bit hard. Put you in a bad spot. It ate my input. No. Definitely still kind of go kill mode. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, you've definitely been practicing your combos like you said. Your advantage take was definitely a lot stronger than it was last time. And your use of stage control was really good to see. The way that you could like hold down stage and force me into the corner and then punish my aggressive options out of the corner. And now your punishes are a lot stronger, so ooh, that was a lot scarier. But I still noticed you had your kill mode, where I know you're just looking for these big hits, and you just want to hit me. You really want to finish off the stocks when I'm at high percents. So if I just played kind of skittery around the edges and force things out of you, then I could get a lot off it. And then you just started going for even more risky things, like getting them to a high percent. I think is, well, it's not easy, but I think it's not the hard part. The hard part is getting kills, especially on a character like Inkling, where you don't have too many great options. Yeah, like Sonic's. It's hard to react to. But especially with the frame tight kill confirm, like up throw up air. If you're having trouble stealing kills, then I think something that's really good to go for is, instead of just looking for the moves, look for the situations. If we have platforms, keep looking for back airs and up airs on the platforms, or tech chases are really good situations to find rollers. So what moves do you have at high percents that cause tech chases? Like a forward tilt or a down tilt? Maybe like a landing back air as well. Landing back air is pretty good, safe as well. And at the ledge, like, if every time I go to ledge you run up and shield, this covers a lot of options. Right? Because if I get up attack, you're shielding it, and you can punish me. If I do regular get up, I'm right in front of you, and you can grab me or do something. If I roll, you can just turn around and punish me. And if I jump, then it's kind of hard to react to. But then, you know, once they start jumping, you can punish that. I think you can punish things the way Captain Falcon can, with just helicopter punch. Where you just hold the jab at the ledge. That's really good, stuffing things out. I think your down tilt can 2-frame, and throwing the splat bomb's a good way to set something up. If you make it drop at the roll distance, or if you make it drop where ledge is or where jump is. I think what's really good is throwing it where they are at the ledge, and then it kind of says, okay, you have to pick an option, otherwise this is going to hit you. And then you might start to notice that they roll a lot, or especially if they start regular get up in front of you and you start punishing it, they start rolling a lot. And then you can look for things like down smash and F smash and forward air on their jumps and punishes like that. It's definitely a lot harder than it sounds in theory, but it's a lot easier than neutral. If you can get someone at the ledge, or you can get someone in a tech chase situation, they only have a couple of options as opposed to being able to do whatever they want. So I think because you are making really good use of your stage control, doing something like really focusing on your ledge trapping would be the next step up. If you can force them into the corner really well, and you've got really strong punish game, then they're gonna end up at the ledge a lot. And if you're really good at spotting their options and having a good flow chart for what you want to use when they do what, and oh, this guy's a jumper, now I just get to forward air every time. Or, I know this guy's gonna roll because he's at a high percent and scared, so I can get a roller and finish him off. If you can really get good at that, then oh my. Good to go for the multi-jab, because the multi-jab puts ink on them, and it's really hard to get out of. It does like 1,000,000%. It's a brilliant percent. Don't make it come with ink. I'm such a fast player. It's a lot harder to get those kind of follow-ups. Yeah, people do tend to forget that spike.
3, 2,
So this time try and go for more of the up-throw combos. And remember to wrap a jab if you can. That move's crazy. Your jab comes out super quick. And ledge trapping. Just run up and shield. If you don't have a good idea of what they're gonna do, run up, shield. It won't always get you a punish, but like it's really hard for you to lose when you run up and shield. That's almost never going to get flipped. Worst case scenario, it's like, oh, he did something tricky and now we got back on stage. Oh, to intentionally rapid jab? Yeah, you've got to mash it. Yeah, it does use up your ink though, so chuck that up before stuff. But like, with Captain Falcon, if I just jab 1-2, and I hold that, he'll only do the first 2. But if it hits someone, because I'm holding the attack button, he'll do the third one. But otherwise, if I miss, it's just... It's just a little jab, and I can cancel out of it quickly. But yeah, to get your rapid jab, you have to mash it. Then once you start it, you can hold it in, and it'll keep going. You've got to try and keep an eye on where you can see the little hitboxes and them drifting out of it, and when you think like, okay, if I hold this for too much longer, they're gonna fall out of it. Generally, a good idea is like 10 to 15%. If you have to do bare minimum. But if you see them not getting out of it perfectly, maybe go for 20. If they're at the ledge, they have to like slowly drift away until your character separates, so you can usually get a lot more there. Yeah, the last hit's further on mine as well, I think. Anyway, we ready? Okay, let's go. Wait a little bit and drift extra low to try and get you on the way up. It's like the only tool I have for really edge guarding and big hug. What have I done? Well, I kept going for a greedy big hug. If I miss it, I die. I should have been perfect. You got 15% on the drive, so I don't know what the stronger one does. You get the ink on it, which means that your next attack put me at 25.
didn't lose, even though I missed the punish. Coming back after me. Eventually. But I couldn't find a clean option. I just had to keep putting you at ledge and not losing. Oh. Oh, the ledge though. The ledge is so powerful. I shielded it and then my jab just completely missed.
3, 2, 1, go!
Be careful with those air balls. I know you're probably trying to buff it. Yes. Alright, 2 stops to go. celebrate again. No, settle down. Ooh, that was so close, and that. See that? I think that's kind of your brain maybe going like, you're kind of thinking of a situation that you want to happen and going for it, even though there might not have been much prior information to make you think, oh, okay, he's gonna roll. Comfort option, yeah, I can see that. I mean, everyone has things that they like to punish, and the roll is a pretty good one to try and punish. The only thing is, I don't know, it's hard to make sure that you're certain of something. Usually it's when you've already shut down one option from someone. Okay, this guy likes to regular get up. Okay, this guy likes to get up attack a lot, so I'm just gonna back at him, or I'm gonna roll at him and get a big punish on that. And then he's probably not gonna do those things again. Then I can start trying to punish the roll. Whereas I was just kind of at a high percent, and I think when we got a little scrappy, you really got eager to finish that off. Like, I had to tell myself, okay, stop hitting buttons, because I was also getting really like, caught up in the reactionary moment. Hitting a button every time something happened. It was exciting. But, yeah. Let's go. Okay, the next time you think of going for an F smash, go for side B. Well done. You took my jump with that. Do you know how to get the extra jump out of your side B? If you use both your jumps and go into your side B, you can cancel your side B with another jump in the air. Try it on the top platform. Yeah, you get an extra jump with it. So if you're knocked off stage and you have no double jump and you're far away, you can use your side B to get you an extra little jump and some distance towards the stage. It can really help you recover. You would have lived. I'm gonna even it up. Okay. Last up. Here we go. Unfortunately, you got time for that. It's good that you're going for the rapid grab now. That was pretty close towards the end there. Yeah, so Falcon's down air. If he doesn't hit you with the feet part of it, or the leg part of it, if he hits you with kind of his like chest on the sides, it sends you sideways, and it's really strong too. It's like a weaker version of knee. It kills brutes and stuff. It's a good move. Yeah, if you want to cover a roll, instead of going for the forward smash, because I know that's your strongest one, if they're at a pretty high percent, like 120, 130, down smash covers both directions. So you can get them so that you can charge it in such a way so that if they regular get up, the front part will hit them. And if they roll behind you, the back part will hit them. So if you really want to cover a tech chase situation like that, the down smash, the bucket will hit both sides. So far we've picked up the fucking extra jump side B for recovering when we're too far away and have no double jump, and the down smash. It's really hard to break a habit just with like, don't forward smash. The next time that situation comes up, your brain's gonna go, don't forward smash. And then of course you just forward smash. But it's a lot easier to break a habit if you replace it with something. I catch myself doing a lot of silly side moves, and that move's inconsistent, so sometimes I miss. And I'll tell myself, the next time I think of doing a side B, I'm gonna do a back air. For this next one. With pressure on stage, I was forced to
Good boy.
Big punch down there. Oh boy.
Captain Falcon wins!
Okay, you gotta remember though, like, I saw you doing more down smash, which is good, but I haven't seen you do much roller.
Ready?
Especially in this lag, when in doubt, roll is a good thing. It isn't a go-to. I think it can be really good until you start playing against really good players. But even then, like if you watch Cosmos, he'll know what situations you can kind of go for them in. And he'll, like I played him when he came to Expand Gong 4 in Wollongong, New South Wales, I think. And he uses roller a lot in situations like tech chases and at the ledge, because yeah, Expand Gong, it was the name of our tournament there. We had about, I think, like 100 and something entrants. Keitaro and Nakat placed really well. Mr. R came third, I think. But yeah, he used a lot of roller in tech chases and the ledge. And because your back air is a really good and safe neutral tool, it's a good way for setting up for tech chases. Yeah, he's a pretty good Inkling, but he's also top level, so he's using things that are gonna work well against top level players. But him and Armada are still good to look at to kind of get an idea of like, oh wow, this guy uses Ink Bomb in really cool ways, or he's really good with his up throw up air combos and things like that. Hey man, you gotta take a step at a time. There are some things that might work really well against top level players, but not well against mid level players. And there are things that might work really well against low level players, not that well against mid level, like those forward smashes. Sometimes you have to actually unlearn certain things that used to be good in order to start learning things that will work against the opponents you're up against. That's a tricky thing. Sometimes you've got to like climb down from your current hill in order to start climbing up the big mountain next to you. I'm still doing that. Sometimes things that are working really well against people at my level, when I play people above me, I'm like, they have the answer to this situation. I've got to think of a new way to start winning this kind of interaction.
Captain Falcon wins! 2, 1, go!
Yeah. Normal, that didn't bury me, it still hit me. And you ended up killing me later. Dang man. Dang man. Didn't get the... I know you wanted to S-smash instead of that F-tilt, but I still died because you got the edge back. You good? Maybe So we definitely got some more mileage out of the rollers there. Well, to be fair, I hadn't punished get up attack a lot of the time. I was saving it for a situation like that. But yeah, when you're limited to 1 or 2 options, it can really be a bit punishing. So you can see there though how I had something like the get up attack, where as long as I run up and shield, this is going to be fine. And I was ready for it. So rather than being like, oh, he's going to get up attack and like charging a forward smash, I just shielded it. I didn't manage to punish it straight away, but it was still like, I'm not going to lose, no matter what happens here. Unless he like is Ganondorf and has a side B that's going to grab me, or a Falcon that has an up B that's going to grab me, or something like that. Shielding at the ledge can't really go wrong too much. Hard to find openings. I usually only got them when I was doing like really extended dash attacks and dash jabs, because that was one of my relatively safe options, because sometimes I think you gave me like a little too much space where you would dash away a lot more to try and be safe and just use the stage that you have available to you, but then I would just dash attack in. You don't always need to be the aggressor to get an opening. Using good defense can bait overextensions from your opponent. So like if you tell yourself, I don't have to be the one to make the first move here, I'm gonna see how he makes the first move, and you use things like Splat Bomb and your the gun to draw me out, you can find ways that, oh, he just likes to dash attack a lot, and you can, you know, bait me into doing it and using shield and getting punishes and things like that. And you definitely toned down the kill mode a lot more, because you were using some more things like a down smash and side B. It meant that when you went into that mode, the moves you were using were a lot harder to punish. Yeah, and that I definitely noticed that I would live to a lot higher percents because you were still, yeah, you were definitely still able to land a lot of hits on me and get me to high percents, but then landing the kills was more difficult, and especially because Falcon's a tank, he can eat a lot of damage. When you want to go into your kill mode, at least try and get into habits of doing it with your safer kill options like side B and down smash, and instead of looking for things like, oh, I want to get a kill, I'm gonna side B and down smash, think like, I want to get them on a platform, I want to get a tech chase, I want to get them at ledge. Think of the situations where you'll land kill options rather than going for the kill options themselves. This game's really complicated and it can get overwhelming, so I try to always keep it to like a couple of things like, okay, we're gonna do this at ledge, this is my new kill mode stuff, these are the moves that I'm trying to, you know, kill them with. You know, we went over a few things. Yeah, okay, so this is something that I think might really help you as well. If you lose a match, you've got to really ask yourself at the end of it, okay, why did I lose there? Why did I lose there? And try not to make it something like, because this fucking idiot just uses the same move again and again. Okay, how do I beat that? Especially on quick play, it can be easy to get salty. It happens to the best of us, man. It happens to the best of us. But you've got to be like, okay, this is something that at least helps me think of it objectively. Where am I losing most of my stocks? Is it to F smashes? Is it to nest yo-yo at the ledge or something? And then I tell myself for the next match, even if I lose this, I'm going to do everything I can to try and not get hit by those moves as much. I'm going to try and figure out these strategies. Because what you're losing to will change as you play different people and get higher up in GSP, so you've got to constantly be asking yourself, okay, where am I losing my stocks? How am I dying here? Or you can also ask yourself, where did I find some of my stocks? And how can I find more of that in the next game? Yeah, if you really want to take notes, you can go a step further and ask, where am I taking the most damage? And where am I getting the most damage? Or I get the most damage whenever he does his stupid 60% grab combos, goddamn Pikachu. Alright, why is he getting grabs? Oh, it's because I'm doing side Bs on his shield. Like, that's something that I'll think to myself every so often. 60% grabs, that's bullshit. Okay, stop getting grabbed though, because you're doing unsafe things on shield, and that's not the best.